It's Week 15 of the National Football League. For his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Titans, coming up next.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, it's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record, and now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Dustin Hopkins about set to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his fourth season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 93 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They started on the ground with Eckler. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Chargers at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
throwing on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover it. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, claw forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up and see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They can barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll get man coverage on the outside. If I step in front of these DBs, tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going.
During our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They begin with Henry. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. They're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It's Eckler again. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Tannehill now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on third and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 54 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now he winds up incomplete.
Coach Keenan since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second and 10, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, and was able to track the ball in another.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's about
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 27, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And some room to run now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Haskins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for them.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 30 on second down. Herbert, a little short pass. This is Everett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
It's Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 50, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield. This is Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to let it go. End zone for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Back to throw. Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Gerald Everett. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Let's go.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Robbie Anderson up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, we head east to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Deshaun Watson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they didn't have quite the same kind of success running the football. But still, not bad for one half of play. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams. some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
Tito Ogbonnaya making that tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Going deep here for Allen. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Eckler going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Herbert. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They'll set up to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
Give them 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Carter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Tannehill on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Again, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, here's Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Tannehill's throw going into the hands of Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Tannehill. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. As this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild-card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we got a front-row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they had the 7 seeds in the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it. Actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans! Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Herbert and the Chargers down by 7. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Throwing, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want to pick up? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing, Tannehill. Net open, it's Goodwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tannehill. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Tannehill. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again.
And this is caught. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play. But if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Room here to run. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Tennessee, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year.